Time for our medical interview. We do this every Thursday. We're coming up on the 4th of July, which will be next week, so we're inside of a week. Fireworks will be typically part of your celebration in one way or another. Maybe you're doing some yourself at home. We want to tell you ways that you can do those safely. So this morning, Meredith Spell is here from New Hanover Regional Medical Center talking about fireworks and how, while they can be beautiful and they can get the oohs and ahs from us, I would venture to say when it comes to holidays, it can be the most dangerous holiday. It can.
4th of July, Memorial Day, New Year's are very popular times for fireworks, and we see an increase in injuries at the hospital for firework injuries. About a quarter of the injuries that we see are from sparklers because those are legal and children love to play with them, but they burn at about 2,000 degrees, so we see a lot of burns to the hands. About 75% of injuries occur to hands, face, eyes, things like that, and about 75% of those injuries are male.
Yeah, which go figure. We like to play with things that are dangerous. Yeah. Sparklers are something that I don't think people, because as you mentioned, they are legal, you can use those, but I don't think people, until they hear that number, realize how hot these things can burn, because we're not talking hundreds of degrees. As you said, 2,000 degrees on that little, it's almost like a welder, the heat that they're using. And with kids, we give them to kids and let them play. As far as the ones that go boom, are we seeing an increase of that, or are we getting away from that as far as injuries go?
Injuries are remaining the same. North Carolina does have prohibitions against fireworks that go boom. General rule is if it spins, leaves the ground, or flies through the air, it's not legal in North Carolina unless you're doing it for a display or a public show.
But again, we live so close to another state where it is legal that those things do come across the border. How busy is a facility like yours on a holiday like this? I mean, is it severe enough that you staff more for an event like this, where you know something's going to happen going into that day?
I would say we would staff more, not just for fireworks, but for the general injuries you see related to a holiday, alcohol consumption, just having a good time and not being responsible.
Yeah, some of the safe ways that we can do these to where we are keeping ourselves out of harm's way. What are some of the best practices?
So some of the best things you can do is don't mix alcohol with fireworks or anything else that is a safety concern. Read all the labels on the fireworks that you buy, because everything is different even if you've purchased it before. Make sure you have a water source. And the biggest thing is if you light a firework and it doesn't go off, don't try and light it again. You want to just leave it be for about 20 minutes and then put it in a bucket of water until you can throw it away later.
Yeah, every year we will see a local display. I won't say where, because again, things aren't supposed to leave the ground. But you said water. It's the first thing that I see when these guys are setting this thing up, is that there will be buckets of water there. So at least you know they're trying to be safe. Have a safe holiday.
Thank you. You too.
We're going to come back with more after this.